People think engineers will provide solutions to the world's problems, but collaboration is key. We're USEV from the University of Strathclyde in Scotland. Sustainability is the greatest challenge of our time. It affects everyone, whether you're young, old, whatever discipline you're in, and we really need to be working towards it because we've got the technology, we just need to implement it and actually work together to make sure that everything can work for future generations. The European Commission found that 80% of a product's environmental impact comes from the design phase. So it's really important that we consider it early on in that design phase and make sure we integrate sustainability into everything we do as product designers. By designing in, we can make better products that are sustainable and work long term. As product design engineers, we quite often use something called a life cycle analysis when we're looking at a product and how sustainable it is. It's essentially where you look at a product in often 5 different stages. So those could be getting the raw materials, manufacturing of the parts, transport and packaging, the product life, and then the end of life. And at each one, you see how much of something is consumed. So for example, it could be energy, like we look at in the Shell Eco Marathon competition. Next year, we're looking at updating our vehicle, so we will have a chassis and a shell which we won't have use for. When this was originally designed, there wasn't an end-of-life plan, so we're looking at how we can get rid of this current car without it being unsustainable. We're hoping to get in contact with one of our sponsors who have an innovation centre in Glasgow and display it there so that it can inspire people in the future and they can see how students and young people are getting engaged with sustainability and electric vehicles. To make progress on sustainability, we all need to work together, and that includes different disciplines. There's things that scientists can invent and come up with that can then be utilised well by engineers in practical real-life situations. But it doesn't just stop with engineering. We need ways to bring this into society in a way that's economically viable through business, and the businesses need to be supported and encouraged by legislation to actually implement sustainable practices. I'd say I feel cautiously optimistic about the future. I can see that all the pieces of the puzzle to move towards a more sustainable future are there. We just need to find ways to implement them and work together to get there. Visit our playlist for more stories from Shell Eco Marathon.